Welcome to the Fandomnauts Odyssey. Join us on our voyage through media as we explore the different fandoms. I'm your captain, Christian Kane,
Yeah, I'm your captain, Markel Fennell, also known as Captain Kale.
and we are at our destination for TV shows, where we'll be talking about the tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
Nah, you good. All right. So, I don't know if you want to go like super in detail about the story, but like, I just basically want to say, easy, easy said, easy done. It takes place like pretty much like right after the movie.
Right after the movie,
Um,
yep.
and it just goes into a damn Mechazoid storyline. At least for the first 6 episodes. You and me got halfway
Right.
through the season, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. The 12
yeah,
episodes
yeah.
all together.
12 episodes, two different arcs. The
Mm-hmm.
first arc was Mechazoids.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just kind of curious. I'm assuming you're like way more of a fan than me. How'd you like everything?
Well, all right, so I remember we talked about this. Movie first came out,
The
right?
movie, yeah.
And you told me you never seen 90
Oh, the old
live action
no,
Ninja Turtles movie.
I haven't. I've seen like pictures and like clips. I haven't watched the old school movies, like where they're like live
Yeah,
action. No, I haven't seen that shit.
the one or two.
None
We
of
don't,
them,
we don't
bro.
want to talk about the third one, but no.
Oh, was the third one bad?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a
For
little
me,
rough?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The third
Nah,
one when they went to Japan and fuck.
yeah. I haven't. I mean,
Mm,
honestly, I'm not against watching them, like modern day now, but like back when I was a kid, bro, that shit like never
mm,
crossed my radar. I did play the old school like Xbox game. I thought that was fun as hell. I don't know if it
mm,
was called anything. It might have just been called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but like it had that like catchy ass theme or whatever, where it's like,
mm.
you know what I mean? One, two,
I
three, four
I
turtles
ain't
like
never
that.
I
But
ain't never
that,
played that.
oh, dude, I mean, I
Mm,
think I really liked the theme song, and then it was
mm,
fun. It was like kind of like a cartoony game.
mm.
So,
That was that your first exposure to like
dude,
you know?
actually, honestly, that might have been. That was like, because I don't think I didn't get no comics. I didn't. I don't know if there was any TV shows back then, or maybe there was and I didn't catch them. Like,
Well, 2000s or like 2004 back in like what that WB something like that. It was
yeah,
like
yeah, the
yeah.
game, or maybe there was a TV show.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
the
actually,
game
not even.
the game
Yeah,
was after a TV show. I think maybe.
yeah, like 1980s. Like I'm talking about. Like I think I watched it on YouTube. Like
Yeah,
4 episodes of it.
yeah. I'm gonna try to.
Um,
Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna look up the game and show you real quick. I'll see if I can find the code.
yeah, but yeah. So I ain't gonna say I'm a huge TMNT fan, but I really love that movie, the live action movie and stuff like that. Master Yoshi, like oh my god, like
Yeah,
I really, I really enjoy TMNT and any version they do. Um,
yeah,
so so I would say I'm a fan, but I'm not a big fan. You know, like I
yeah.
haven't read the comic books and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I found what it was. So this looks like this was it. So I don't know like how well y'all could see that. Um,
Oh yeah, that was like 2000. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
That
an
was like.
old school game on the original Xbox. But when I
Mm-hmm,
tell you, bro, like you get to choose your character. It was multiplayer, so
mm-hmm,
you could play with friends. Um, and I can't recall like all the damn like things you fight. Like I'm sure there's like the Ninja Clan or whatever.
mm-hmm.
The Foot Clan. Maybe some type of robots. I don't know if the Mechazoids were in that game.
I
It
know.
was so long ago.
I know. In the series, they had the trapsters or whatever. Them little dino robots.
Yeah, maybe I saw those.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I never beat the game, but I thought it was so fucking fun playing it.
Mm,
There's like it
mm.
felt like an arcade game. Like it's just so old school. I liked it.
Right, right,
So
right, right.
yeah, shit was my childhood right there, or a part of it at least. So yeah,
So what's a live action for me?
yeah.
Um, but yeah. Speaking of the show, I really like the show. I ain't gonna lie, I really like the show.
And you really like the
Um,
movie too, right?
I did. It was like I said, any version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't dislike.
Yeah,
If you may, yeah.
I got you there. I think.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, hear me out, because I'm gonna start giving my piece real quick, because I'm sure you're probably gonna like have a. It looks like you have a lot more to talk about. Um, yeah, I ain't got no like big ass list, but I do have some things that I want to mention.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, the movie was like visually like really cool. Like it was really super stylized. This one, obviously, it's a bit different. It's still stylized, but it's more like
Mm-hmm.
cartoony.
Right,
I still like the style for this one. Like
right.
it's kind of similar, but still like different.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I fuck with the style for the TV show. I don't think it's bad.
Mm.
Um, I still am not a huge fan of them being kids though, but that's just me. I just like the adult like
Mm.
versions of them, I guess.
Mm.
Um, with that being said, all the voice actors for them, I'm not against any of them. I think they all like work. So like I
Mm.
think they're all kids, like actually kids, right? Or teenagers.
Yeah, them. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're like actual.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's super
children,
cool.
kids.
That's cool with me. It's it fits it or whatever. Um, I just I just want them to be more adults. That's just me being like nitpicky, I guess. But they're fine. They're all
Mm.
good. Um,
Mm.
and I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm glad you were mentioning to watch more than 3 episodes, because that's where I was stopping at. Was I was gonna say, I was like three, at least three,
Right.
dude. I'm not gonna lie. The first 4 episodes weren't really doing it for me. And I was
Mm.
thinking about it, and I was like, why are the first episodes of this show like not super amazing? It was kind of
Mm.
boring. And I was like, you
Mm.
know what? I figured out what it was after I watched the next two, because the next two were interesting, like actually interesting. Um,
Uh,
I noticed that pretty soon, each of the first 4 episodes is like for one of the characters. So like,
yeah.
yeah, they're the main focus of that episode.
Mm.
Um, but here's the thing that I had an issue with. Basically, 3 of them are all kind of the same thing, where it's like, the first episode, Leonardo, you have him running away from a Mechazoid. The second one, was that Michelangelo?
Michelangelo. Yep.
You have him running away from a Mechazoid. The third one, I believe, was Raphael. He got caught, so he wasn't really able to run. He
Mm.
still, yeah, and then that one was a little more interesting because he was socializing with the other like people, whatever, and you see some like
Mm.
different characters and like personalities. Fourth one, Donatello, running from the Mechazoid again. So it's like they're almost all like like too similar, and it's kind of boring to me. But then the episode 5 and 6, we get to see the villain. We get to see like the origin of like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
what happened, why is she evil. We saw the connection from the TV show to the movie.
Movie. Oh
Yeah, like
yeah.
yeah, the finale of the movie, they showed a piece of that in the TV show, and it's like
Mm.
it's connecting it. I like that.
Yeah. With the
Um,
horse foot.
yeah, exactly. I was
Mm.
like, oh, that's from the movie. So it's
Mm.
like those like next 2 episodes were like so much more interesting, because like it progresses the story forward for me.
Right.
So at that point, it was like I got way more invested. I was like, okay, I see like why she's mad. Her robots became more cooler to me. Like initially,
Yeah.
yeah, like dude, they got all kind of like personality. Like not, I don't want to say well,
Like
like visually
mm.
they had like like a personality.
Their
Like
own
the
little styles.
like
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
that looked like a, I don't know what to call it.
Samurai.
Is it
Like
a
he had like a
samurai?
little. Uh,
Like he had the
he had that little the arm,
yeah,
right?
he looked like super ghetto, but like the garbage can hat like looks like the like maybe like a rice hat or something, like a samurai type thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
he had
Yeah.
like the cloak and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that design, I was like, it looks pretty fucking cool. Even though it's a trash
Mm.
can lid, like
Mm.
the idea of it looks like he's like some like fucking like robot samurai. I thought it was cool as
No. No.
shit, or like a Ronin or something.
No. Most definitely.
So like I like seeing all the robots kind of like look different instead of just being the same version of just a different number. So
Right.
that's my thoughts. It picked up so much better on episodes four
Mm.
and five, or sorry, 5 and 6, the
Okay.
finale.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So just wanted to mention that.
All right. Basically, I think you touched on some of the same stuff I wanted to touch on. Um, maybe I'm just going a little bit more in deeper. I think
Yeah, sure.
so. The first thing I got is yeah, like okay, yeah, like like you said, the animation style, like
Mhm.
it transferred so well over like the show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? From a 3D animation style to like 2D, but it still had like it was still kind of like rugged, kind of unfinished, not unfinished, but you know, kind
Yeah,
of
it had that stylization like from the movie
yeah, yeah,
almost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and even like the flow because I didn't think you know, like for example, Batman Cape Crusader, it's more blocky, more you know,
Yeah.
more fight scenes are a little bit more. I punch you, you punch me. You know, I do a little something, something, right?
Hmm.
Like the fight scenes for this TV show was way more fluid. Like I was like,
Yeah.
they were actually throwing hands. Like they were actually like fighting
Yeah.
in this show. And I was like, all right, this yeah, fire. And even the art direction.
Yeah.
In terms of that, like because I know like the one with Mikey or maybe the one with Donnie, right?
Hmm.
Like I don't know why it's just like I like when a cartoon character and they like kind of a cartoon character like in the light and they kind of like the light like the backlight kind of like highlights
Yeah.
their edge of them and stuff like that
Hmm.
and like kind of make them like glow and stuff like that
Yeah.
or even like the street lights itself it like have this glow to it that just make it seem so dynamic instead of just making it seem like flat
Yeah. Yeah.
if that made more sense
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Mhm. um I think the humor translate well. Jackie Chan. Do you think they did
Mm.
not make him
Mm.
because because the father throughout the whole entire episode that we watched did not talk. He was speaking vermin, which is like a little like speaking like a rat. Like
Bro. Yeah, no, honestly, they had Jackie
uh
Chan's character, the mouse or the
mm,
Splinter.
yeah.
Yeah, they had him basically like not talking.
Mm.
Like he was just doing that little like yeah, he was just speaking vermin. And my initial thought
um,
was, I'm like, I don't recall that from the movie, like him not being able to speak, like towards the end.
mm-hmm,
I'm like,
mm-hmm.
were they not able to get him back? So they just
That's
like
what I'm
wrote that?
thinking.
No, I think that's what
Like
it is.
yeah, for this show,
Um,
like it was like nah,
because the
you gotta
truth,
pay him a little bit more, and they were like, we ain't gonna.
yeah, yeah, and I was thinking honestly that they were missing some things. I'm not saying they didn't have
Mm-hmm.
like an amazing budget, but like they didn't get Jackie Chan back, whether he's busy or they couldn't pay him enough, whatever it is. Um,
Right.
Another thing that bothered me, man, someone brought it up, the music, the score wasn't as good as like the movie. So obviously they got like a lot more like I think they said like, you know, hip hop type stuff, like actual like songs in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
which I get it's a
Mm-hmm.
movie, but this one didn't really have like actual music, and even the intro, bro. I feel like the intro is I don't even want to call it a song. I feel like it's kind of just so
Mm-hmm.
flat. Like there's no like Ninja Turtle like vibe to the song. It's just like a intro with some background music and no vocals. I don't like it.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that. I to be honest, I skipped the intro because like
Yeah,
really
I
one
watch it at least once just to see what it is.
no same one because I'm trying to speed through this like not speed through it but I
Yeah.
you know I just watched that shit today
Yeah.
so like you know um but I mean I see what you're saying but
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it. I'm fine with me. As long as they keep the same like the whole like the whole kids thing because they're teenagers like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want to dive into like I like how like so you saying um I like just how the story was structured, right?
Mhm.
So in the beginning we get like, yo, we're going to this party, we're going me and my brother we going to party with April, right? And we're gonna meet her there, right? While they go into this party, they got a little alert on the phone saying they have a mutant alert. And basically uh a few scenes later, we just see them all separated in
Yeah.
chaos, like
Bro,
expute
that shit
chaos, you
confused me
know.
a little bit. When it like first
Mm-hmm.
happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, same. But then I'm like, okay, oh, they skipping like the main part, and they just like
Yeah.
they splitting them up, right? And I like it because they literally like each brother like kind of like needed each other, right? They never operated as individuals before. They always did it as a team, right?
Yeah.
And I like that they dive into it. Like for example, I put that so like Leo um and I'm paraphrasing right here. Don't know don't know if he can do anything without his brothers, right? He need his brothers to be there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like through that episode, like you kind of see him like push through and stuff like that, and like because he even said like, "Yo, I'm a leader, but am I a leader without my brothers and stuff like that?"
Yeah.
And I really like that too.
Yeah, yeah. No, I noticed they were trying to do like little like themes for like the individual
Yeah.
like episodes. Like, let me
Mm-hmm.
see, Donatello, who's always trying to like do like thinking and shit like that. I think for
Uh,
him, he went into it
uh,
was him that went into like rage
Beast
mode or
mode.
beast mode, beast mode. There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Go
Where
beast mode.
like he's
Yep.
like, yeah, I gotta fight versus like just trying to
Mm-hmm.
like outthink or outrun or whatever.
Right.
Um, Raphael was like,
Mm-hmm.
instead of going the fucking beast mode, let me try to
Let
like
me
throw
talk
humor
it
in there.
out.
Yeah, talk it out or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, humor.
Um,
Yeah.
and then Michelangelo, did he have one? What was his? I know.
So I think Michael, and this is a question I want to ask you.
Yeah,
I think Michelangelo was like, Michelangelo was trying to figure out what was his role in the team because
yeah,
they kept on coming back to like, okay,
yeah.
so your brother's the leader, the other brother is the smart one, the other brother is the strong one.
What are you?
What that make you?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think that was his. I don't know if we
I like.
really got an answer to,
Mm,
but this one I wanted to ask you, and I'm gonna give you my answers first, right?
yeah,
So what I wanted to ask you is, what do you think Mikey role is? Because everyone is basically like like pretty simple, muscle, smart leader, right? I think Mikey role is he is the caring one, the nature one. He like the soul of the. I mean, like
yeah. Like the
for
glue, like the
example,
glue that bonds.
exactly, like the actual like he actually cares, and like I'm not saying that the other ones don't care, but like for example, when the main villain, right? The main villain, she was like, "Yo, this is my sister," stuff like that. No other turtle was like, "Yo, what happened to her?" Except Mikey, and that's when she was like, "Oh, you really care? You really want to know?" Stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
And even Rob, because he was the only one who had like another person with him in his episode. Rod, right?
mm-hmm.
Basically, he the one who saved Rob. He the one who kind of convinced him like, "Yo, man, like this, you're crazy. You're doing some stupid stuff, but we're not bad, bro. We're not bad. We're." I
Yeah,
think he like the heart of the group. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. That's another way of putting it. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he's always joking around and shit like that. Like the heart of the group is not a. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But what do you think? Like, his role is?
I think I'm on the
Would you
same.
say the same? Same.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think about it right now. Like you have the leader, you have the brains,
Mm-hmm.
you have the muscle. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's not like a really good, like definitive role like that
Mm-hmm.
because like he doesn't really have like any like crazy skills like that, like leadership,
Nah.
intelligence, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like I'm not gonna call him like a jack of all trades. Like he's just like a I think that's like probably one of the best ways to put it. Like he's the heart of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like the glue that bonds everyone together. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he is that kind of character. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
like you could say like, oh, he's the jokester of the group, but it's like that meaning isn't as like that doesn't sound as good.
Exactly. Everybody kind of jokes. And another thing I want to say. So you know what I find funny?
What?
So I don't want to say in every iteration where uh uh the turtle dies.
Hmm.
But I want to say, okay, the last Ronin. I know I read that comic book. All the turtles died, and guess who was the last one standing?
It was Mike, right? Mikey?
Yeah, it was Mikey. It was Mikey, right?
Yeah. That's
And
weird.
he was
That's weird.
going,
That's weird to think about. But he
yeah,
was he turned serious or what?
Yeah, he was serious. He was going ham. He was like Batman. He had like that Batman type of aura
Yeah.
and seriousness to him. And even in the hold up, what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon where it was like kind of 3D, you know, like
Oh.
Splendor was like 7 feet
Oh,
tall.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, like even Splinter said that like yo, like Mikey had the most raw potential out of the three brothers, stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, that's
So like
weird.
yeah, it's like people see Raph as the strongest, or maybe Leo as the most skilled, Donnie as the most smartest, right?
Yeah.
But nobody really think about Mikey. Nobody really think about Mikey like that. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
like that. I just like that.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
I get
like
what
that
you're
part.
saying. That it's interesting to put it like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Mikey, I like his character. I like the actor and all
Hmm.
that. I just don't feel like this is the Mikey we know. You know what I mean? Like Mikey is supposed to be. When I see this Mikey, I'm getting more beach dude vibes. You know what I mean?
Beach
Instead of
dude. Yeah.
instead of like, yo, I'm the most hilarious one they got. I'm the prankster. I'm the type of I'm that type of because
Yeah.
all of them kind of like funny. Like all of them being like kind of kid like, right? But Mikey, but Mikey should be the most exaggerated out of all of them.
Yeah.
I
The most
mean,
like wild. No, I know what you're
yeah.
saying, and that's part of the reason why, like I said, I'm not hating
Mhm.
on anyone's performance or like the characterization of them being like they're kids. Like they're all like young people or whatever. It's whatever.
Right.
But like I said, that's like kind of why I want the adult versions because like I feel like it shows their personality. Like it shows them a little bit better.
Right.
Like I like seeing Raphael like more angry or whatever. This
Hmm.
version could get as angry as he wants, and it probably wouldn't be as cool to me. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know, if I see a kid get mad, it's like not super impressive.
Hmm.
Their little like baby voice and they're like flailing their little arms and shit. It's like it's not
Uh,
intimidating. But like get like a fucking make the biggest turtle the angriest one like adult like
uh,
like more serious, a deeper voice and all that. It's like that's more cooler versus like
I do.
the kid thing going on.
I do kind of agree with you. I don't think about the kid thing. I just think well, it basically the same thing, right? I
Yeah.
do think you should make them more mature because if they're more mature, then they basically going into each of their own like personalities. Like the TMNT movie. You remember
Yeah.
when like Raphael was like he was a night watcher and Leo finally caught him and they did that whole little fight and stuff like that. That's when Mikey was like actually like you can actually like spot who was Mikey if they had all like if they all had the same little bandanas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is interesting. You know what? Yeah. Honestly, if you
Mm-hmm.
actually made them a little bit older,
Mm-hmm.
because right now I'm not getting like teen vibes. I'm getting like they're like fucking I don't know.
13.
I get they're in high
Tw-
school, but like they feel like they're younger than that. Like they're acting
mm-hmm.
like I'd rather them be a little bit more mature. Like you said, more mature. Make them a little bit
Yeah.
older, a little more mature. Like they're still like young, but like I think they could go a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of a different way and make them more
Mm-hmm.
cooler versus like them kind of all being kids and joking around and shit. Which I get that's the vibe for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want something different, a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you because even in Michael Bay movies,
Yeah.
um, like one and two,
Hmm.
like most of them, like Raphael, most of them, Leonardo, like they was basically kind of all mature and serious.
Yeah.
But then you got Mikey over here, like So
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Um, Another thing, um, I'm like that we're slowly getting like little by little like the lore of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Purple Dragons.
Hmm.
I know that's a gang that is like and you got the Foot Clan, Purple Dragons. We got Baxter. he was supposed to be a real player in there.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I think yeah, the Mechazoids and stuff. Metalhead, Metalhead. That was I think that's a like an Easter egg
Yeah.
from like the lore of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So like little by little, like, and I don't know about are you going to continue watching this after the podcast or no?
Maybe. I don't know. Like I'm glad where I'm at. Like I'm glad I stopped at 6 cuz like 6 is like a
Mm,
we saw the finale like for that arc. Like it's like a
right.
good pausing point. I could
Mm-hmm.
either keep going or I don't have to cuz like the next
That's
part
true.
yeah, the next 6 episodes is like it's a new story. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it's like I don't feel the need to
Mm-hmm.
continue if I don't like want to.
That is true. I like, and that's another thing I like about the show. You know, like
Mhm.
we saw that little the story ended if we don't, like you basically said. But I read on to like I read the little description of each episode. I
Yeah.
think the other arc is gonna be fire. To be honest,
Do you know
they
what
talking
the
about
yeah, do you know what the arc is? Like who are the villains?
yeah. So basically, they caught in a storm and stuff like that. They caught up in like the worst storm in history. Like New York is flooded and stuff like that. And I think I don't know who the villains are, but
Are they like water
basically
creatures or water mutants or something?
I think so. I think so. Like
Yeah.
they were saying that they gonna flood the rest of this
Mm.
and I'm
Okay.
assuming they're the animals,
Yeah.
stuff like
Because
that.
I saw the pictures, but I was like, I don't recognize whatever it is. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
my interest wavers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I didn't know anything about the Mechazoids. I mean, maybe I heard the name. I'm not too sure. I didn't recognize them from like the first 4 episodes. But like in episodes like 5 and 6, I was like, okay, I'm kind of liking the like villains like a little more. Once I got
Right.
like the
Oh no,
origin and all that shit, and the fact
not
that the
for real.
robots can like self repair themselves, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, a little
And
more
then they gain
interesting.
sentience, and then like yo,
Yeah,
basically Days of Future Past from the X-Men.
yeah,
Like all humans gonna have mutations. Let's kill them all.
yeah, right. Yeah, when they said
Mm.
that, just like just we're gonna kill all humans. I'm like, oh, like the one thing they're not supposed to do, they're just like, we're gonna do it. I was just like, my lord, man, it's
And I'm just
funny.
like, yo, you never fucking learn. Stop making robots.
Yeah, don't make robots. That's the key thing, bro. Robots always turn evil and they try to fucking take over the world.
Most definitely, most definitely. Um, and another aspect I like about the show, when each of the brothers were doing their different little episodes, right?
Hmm.
They each had like a different type of perspective of how they think the other brother think about them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was one that was kind of funny. Was it who was it? Was it
Mm,
Michelangelo? There was one.
mm,
I forgot who the fuck it was. There was one where they're doing that
mm.
like that weird like paper. Was it like a paper like version
That
of
was
it?
Mikey. That was Mikey.
Because he
Yeah,
was
because
talking
I know.
about how he saved
Mm.
that other guy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
he
definitely
was
Mikey.
actually right. I thought he was like joking about it. He actually was
Mm.
being serious about it. Um,
Yeah, he
that
was.
was surprising. I thought he was making a joke.
He's the heart, man. He's the
Yeah.
heart.
So, because I
Mm.
thought like, cause he's like, oh, what if like the robot was trying to attack you? That
Uh,
sounds dumb. I'm like, was he
mm.
though? But then we saw it, and it's like, his different colored eyes were
Yeah,
like a mutant, like gene or whatever, and
yeah. Mutation.
yeah,
Yeah.
mutation or whatever. It's just like I'm gonna kill him.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, he's telling the truth.
Right, right, right. But that's why in every in every like in every different version of the story, they always get on Donatello and saying like boop bop, boop boop nerd
Oh,
nerd stuff.
yeah, what do they call him, a nerdlinger or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's yeah, they're all hating on him because he's smart.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I really like that, especially how the each of them had the different versions. Like Leonardo had the um
Yeah.
Michelangelo had the
Oh,
paper
dude,
mache one.
you know which one was super fucking cool? The video game one.
Donatello.
That was Donatello's.
Donatello.
No, dude, that one,
Yep.
dude, that was like, dude, that felt like some like, I don't know if that's like some Game Boy type shit or something, but like that was like,
Yeah,
dude, that was like super retro. That actually was actually pretty fucking cool. I actually like that one a lot.
that's fire. Nah, that was fire, bro. Nah, like I think they was pretty creative making this show. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't hold nothing back. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. Yeah. So yeah, in episode 5, they they make reference to the movie with
Yeah.
basically the origin of it. I also wrote Donnie hit puberty on episode 5 because his voice got a little bit more deeper.
Did it? I didn't notice that. What?
And I did. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, that's weird.
Um.
Like, were they making a joke about it, or did you just notice it?
I just noticed it because I was like, this ain't the same
Interesting.
voice we came with.
Oh, so you think
We
he
came
fucking hit
in with
puberty or something? Interesting.
something happened to that boy.
Yeah, because his voice sounds different. I didn't catch
Right.
that.
Mm. And yeah, basically, uh, what was your favorite episode? My favorite episode was Wrath. Wrath episode and number 5 because it's related to the movie. Now, like, who is this person?
Dude, honestly, I feel like we're like too fucking similar, bro.
Uh,
Because, like, in terms of like which ones I like the most, I don't know if it's like just one of them, like the last two, like the finale. I'm just gonna call those last two like the finale part.
mm,
I like those because it revealed so much, like the origin of the villain and stuff like that. So those two are
mm,
like the most interesting. Out of the 4 episodes that like focus on a Ninja Turtle, I think Raphael's was the best because it just felt different. I told you like
yeah,
all the other 3 were chases.
mm,
Him, you get to see like you said like the other clan or whatever,
yeah,
or gang or whatever, and you get to like see some of the characters. So it was a little more interesting versus the other 3 like felt kind of the same a little bit.
right, right, right. I
So
agree, I agree, I agree.
yeah, and
Okay, okay.
maybe Mikey's would be next in line because he had the intern guy,
Mm,
and like their like whole debacle just like both of them together just kind of like just double stupid.
yeah.
When he like injected himself, he's like, oh, like I want your blood, and like he injects himself for the first time, he's like, "Roar," and it's like nothing's happening. He's like, why didn't I turn? Like you know, like I said, yeah,
It'll take a couple hours.
yeah, it's like so stupid. Like him like trying to go berserk
Mm,
mode when he's just the same fucking person. Like just so it was just it was that was like a little more interesting than Leo's and Donatello's. I think
mm,
the
mm.
the dynamic was just more a little more interesting.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Uh, yeah. Basically, that's all I got. How would you rank Turtles though, in terms of like who your favorite?
Ooh, out of the turtles,
Yeah. I mean, like I'm talking about you gotta rank them. Like 1 is the best,
just like in terms of like
5
what I
or 4.
like or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what other way
Yeah,
can you rank them?
I don't know, and like who you think is the fucking I guess best or something like better fighter or whatever.
Oh,
Um,
we ain't worry about that.
yeah. So like who I like personally, dude.
Mm,
Honestly, I've always been a goddamn sucker for Donatello. Um, Mainly because I always thought his staff was like super cool to use as a weapon. Um, so I think that's kind of tough. I might go Donatello number one. Do shit. That's kind of tough. Maybe I'll do Mikey next. He's the most like you said, kind of the goofy one or whatever.
mm,
Um, Fuck, maybe Raphael and then fucking Leo at the bottom, maybe? That sounds so weird to put the leader at the bottom, but like, I guess his
mm,
character is just not super interesting. He's just like the leader person
mm.
that's like struggling sometimes with the leadership, I guess.
Mm.
So I think that's probably the way I would go. What about you?
Same.
No fucking
Literally,
what? Even Donatello was number one for you?
literally, Donatello was my favorite. Like
I thought Mikey was gonna be your fucking number one. Donatello's number that is fucking wild, bro. What the fuck?
Donatello was my favorite. I'm talking about my favorite
Yeah,
Ninja Turtle.
because like
Even the live action.
yeah, personality wise, or like just because of the weapon, or like what?
Personality wise, I think. Like I think I always mostly like the smart character.
Yeah. All right, fair
Um,
enough.
and he was still kind of like a dude. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah, yeah,
ain't too
yeah.
smart, you know. But yeah,
Interesting. That's actually crazy that your list is like pretty much like mine. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Question. So forget
Mhm.
personality. If you could choose one of the weapons to like be skilled in, which weapon would you want? Nope, nope, no personality, just the weapon. What would you want to be proficient in?
Fishing.
Yeah, whichever one. Whichever one you choose, you'll be skilled in it.
I'm leaning more towards nunchucks,
Okay.
but ah,
You just want
I
to
want to
fling shit
say,
around?
hold like
Yeah.
how they be doing that joint, like
Yeah, they'd be doing like yeah, they'd be going super crazy with that shit.
yeah, I'm telling you, yo. Matter of fact, I know we got one slot open. I think I said mummies for spoilers. For
For next
the
week, right?
yeah, yeah. But we could do the live action Ninja Turtle. Bro, I want you to watch it. I really want you to watch it
Oh,
because
like
there
the
was
old
one.
school shit?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit. You want me to watch
yeah,
that? How many are there?
yeah.
Is there more than 3?
No, yeah, it's only three, but we just gonna watch two.
It
Unless you want to watch the
it makes
third
me
one.
want to watch 3.
Okay, you can watch three. We can watch three.
I mean, like
But
it's supposed to be a part like together, right? Like it's the same franchise or
yeah,
whatever.
same franchise. Yeah, same franchise. Yeah.
Yeah. I might
But there was this one scene where they were fighting the Foot Clan, right?
yeah.
And a foot ninja came in there, and he had nunchucks, right? Mikey said, "Oh, we got a fellow chucker, hey!"
Oh.
And they basically had a competition when they were doing the whole little whoop, wah, wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah. And I think the other guy hit himself in the head with it or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't as good.
Yeah, and Mikey, oh man, that movie, that movie was my childhood right there. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna lie.
Wait, that scene is from the movie?
Yeah, the scenes from the movie.
Oh, no,
Like,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie. That does actually sound pretty fucking funny. A fellow
yeah,
chucker is actually crazy, bro. That
yeah.
sounds so
A little
wild.
chucker, eh? Like he actually feel like Mikey. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're right. Yeah, it looks like there's just 3 movies. 1990, 1991, and 1993. They're pretty much like
And then
almost back to back.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love the soundtrack. Ninja, 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 bruh. That's
Hey,
that's.
hey, that's what you want to choose, bro? We could choose it.
I'm down.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Mm.
Um, but don't
I
forget
said,
though, you got to choose your weapon though.
yeah, nunchucks or either bow staff.
Interesting. You describing that scene makes the nunchuck sound a little more appealing. I've always liked
Mm.
the idea of like range. So I was like the staff is the most like range thing.
Yeah, and then
Um,
you can use anything as a staff, really.
yeah. But you make the nunchuck sound more fun. For like, 'cause, like just swinging shit around and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're proficient at it, oh man, that would be so fun.
Yeah, I've never been like super crazy. Like if you're trying to kill,
Mm.
then yeah, like go for like I'd probably do the swords or something. I think
Right.
the size are too small. I don't like how short they are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's up?
Do you? So, clip. I did not. I got this from TikTok, right? So
Hmm.
basically, they're saying that each of the turtles' weapons
Yeah,
represents something that they are struggling with, or something like that. Or paraphrasing, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, for example, Leo, he is a leader, right? He need to like basically what I understand. He need to have like no have the decision of like like he had the most lethal weapons, right?
Yeah.
At the leader, like you're not supposed to like basically you're not supposed to take a life or something like that or anything like that. So that's why Splinter gave him the sword for he can learn discipline, not learn how to take a life.
Mm.
Raphael is the most aggressive, right? You would think give him a sword, right? Nah, size are mostly blocking weapons, right? That's at least that's what I heard. They're mostly
Yeah,
blocking
yeah,
weapons.
like more for.
So
Hmm. I have no idea.
yes, this
Wait,
I'm
what
getting
you
this
heard?
from a
What you heard? Yeah, you heard something
yeah,
like
yeah
this.
from
Yeah,
TikTok, but it sound pretty interesting. So that's why Splinter gave him the side because he can't really attack people like that. It's more of a like a dull point. It's more like a blocking. You know,
yeah,
Michelangelo is the hyperactive, unpredictable one.
yeah,
And to learn nunchucks, you got to be very focused. You can't hurt yourself easily with that. So that's why Splinter gave him the nunchucks, for he could actually focus and
yeah,
not be everywhere. Donatello loved technology. He loved being innovative, stuff like that, which is why Splinter gave him the most simple weapon there is, a stick.
hmm, weird. I kind.
I,
I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, I never. I mean,
I,
I don't like
I,
see people talk about like the Ninja Turtle stuff. So like
mm,
I don't come across that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe
mm,
I mean, could there be like reasons for the weapons? I mean, yeah. I mean, I could see it. I'm not a.
mm.
I didn't really like ever think about it, but I mean, it makes sense to me. Like there's
I'll
like
send you the
reasons
TikTok.
behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, if you
yeah, if I
find it, yeah,
find it.
yeah, you could send it to me, or I could probably try to
Yeah.
find it myself too.
Mm-hmm,
That is interesting though, and I kind of
mm-hmm,
see some of
mm-hmm.
it. Like you're saying, the nunchucks, you got to focus to like use them correctly. You can't just swing it all willy nilly or what. Like you gotta,
Right, right, right.
yeah, I get what you're saying. That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Hmm, I kind of like that though.
Fire, got fire.
What's up?
Little fun fact: I did not know I like Ninja Turtles this much, but
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
yeah, interesting. All right. Did you have anything else that you wanted to bring up?
Nah, I think it's time to go to writing.
Okay,
If you
okay.
add this to your collection,
I want to know what you're rating it.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Oh, that's like slightly above. Actually, I might actually, from where I'm at. I mean, I've only seen half of the season. I might honestly, I might actually do the same. Like probably like 6, 7. Maybe I'm more leaning towards a 7 because I
Mm.
gave Cuckoo a 6, didn't I?
You dirty back. You did 6. Did you think the neck and neck, huh? You
Maybe I'll
think they
bring.
neck and neck?
You know, I'm gonna pull my rating back. I'm gonna yeah, yeah. Take that back because this is a different episode. Cuckoo, I think it's going down to a 5.
Nah.
I think it's probably more average. This one
Mhm.
could be more like a 6 or 7. If I keep Cuckoo at 6, then this has to be a 7. Like
You
it's
see,
got
you see that, you see that, viewers. You see how I manipulate the playing field. Do you see how
yeah.
I get in Kane's mind and change
Well,
his opinion?
yeah. Well, I mean, this show is better than like this. I would rather watch this over the other movie.
Yeah,
So it's like if that's true, then this has to be higher, like a higher rating than the other one. So
yeah,
it's
I agree.
like this is either a 7, or if I make this a 6, I gotta move Cuckoo down to a fucking 5. So
Yeah,
yeah, there ain't no way to go about it. But like 6, 7 max, I think,
Mhm.
because I feel like there's better versions of the Ninja Turtles that I would rather watch. I think, like
same,
yeah,
same,
like the
same.
more mature ones. I think.
Right. The only reason why like I didn't give it like 8 or because like there are better versions to me, at least to me, uh, of the Ninja Turtles
Yeah,
than this version right here. It's a good version. Not even like I believe people who love the movie, Mayhem, Mutant Mayhem, or people who want their kids to get into Ninja Turtles, I think this would be a good show to watch,
yeah,
especially because it's more like modern with more modern jokes.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. All right, so then, are you
Mhm.
adding it to your collection?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I really want to say probably no. The
Mhm.
movie, I might actually like the movie's like super interesting, especially with like this, like how it looks. I feel like I would want to add the movie to my collection, I think,
Mm.
over the TV
And by
show.
default, ah,
Yeah, but it's like if I'm doing that shit where it's like you have to like try to keep things together, I feel like by default I would add this to the collection because it's like it's like they're both like together, like linked together.
right.
They literally showed the movie pieces like in the TV show.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's like I probably have to get it by default. Do I really want to get it at the moment? Not super much.
Right.
Not really. Episodes 5 and 6 were way more interesting. That makes me like the show a lot better. So
Hmm.
maybe the next 6 episodes will be
Elevated.
be better and elevate it. I just think
Mhm.
the first 4 episodes were just like too similar and it just kind of it's too much of the same thing. And
I agree.
4 episodes, that's 4, 8, 12, that's a third of the show. So a third of the show is like almost kind of the same, almost
Yeah.
in my eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you. But I feel like
Yeah,
they were trying to like distinguish, like each individual character.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's me, but yeah, I'll add it by default. But at the moment, 6 episodes in, I don't want to add it
I feel that. I feel that. I
as of
feel
now,
that.
as of now. So
Basically, I had the same. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm the same way. Like if I'm getting this, it's either because to compare each version,
yeah,
Mutant Ninja Turtle, and just to continue on the storyline.
yeah, because it's all connected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I'm on the same page. And that concludes this week's voyage. Catch us on the next Phantom Knots Odyssey. I'm your captain, Christian Kane.
the Captain Markel Fennell, also known as Kel. See you on the next one.